Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Many people ask how to earn respect. That's quite a valid question. It's not an invalid question. I mean, everybody wants to lead a respectful life, respectable life in society. But then the question is how to earn respect. There is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, 𝗦𝗪𝗀𝗪 Kunti Maharani says. She says, if you want respectable life, then you earn these four things. Birth, if your birth is in a higher caste, automatically you become respectful. People will respect you. Automatically you become respectable. People respect you. Aishwarya, if you become famous, people start respecting you. Shruti, if you become learned and scholar, people respect you for knowledge. And Shribhir, if you have a lot of money, people respect you for being rich. So these are the only four possibilities how you can earn respect. Of course, birth, where you're born, that you cannot control. That's out of question. So there are just three options left. Either you become famous, do something, and or become scholar, scientist, researcher, something, philosopher, or become rich and have a great, become rich. That's one thing. So there are three possibilities to have respect. But Kunti, she goes further. She says, Kunti was a great devotee of Lord Krishna and Srimad Bhagavatam, and her analysis is, her observation is, she was, by the way, the queen. She was the queen of the entire world, and that's her conclusion. It's not a conclusion of an ordinary man. So she says, Jan Aishwarya Shruti Shribhir Ebhi Man Madapaman. She says, yes, you will earn a lot of respect, but with that you will also earn false ego. And that's the problem there. Any rich person, any knowledgeable person, any famous person, they will not meet you readily. There might be some exceptions here and there, but they have their own air around them, their own mentality, their own hi-fi society. They don't like to mix with people who are in low society. They have their own status quo, their own false ego, and it produces a lot of false ego. And so as you go high, it's very difficult to come low. In other words, it's very difficult to become humble. People boast, I am so rich, I am such and such scholar, I have such and such got degrees, I am so and so famous people. So that false ego develops in the heart, and that false ego, what happens is, if you ask any psychologist, the more you harbor false ego in yourself, the more you lose respect for yourself. So you might, there's a very big problem. You might earn respect from others, but you will lose respect for yourself. In other words, you see so many rich people. You Google and you see all the rich people. They lose respect for themselves because they might boast, but then they eventually fall into evil habits. You have money, you can do anything. You are famous, everybody at your feet. So eventually people fall into evil habits, wrong tendencies, drugs. Michael Jackson, he was completely in drugs. And mostly these rich people, they are in sex and drugs and exploitation. So they lose respect for themselves. And that is why you see so many rich people and famous people, they commit suicide. Ultimately, they don't feel satisfied within themselves and they become frustrated. That's a big problem in having respect to God by these three possibilities. Another thing is, you develop a lot of false ego, and then mostly these people, they don't do devotion. They are not theists. Mostly famous people and rich people in modern society today, they are atheist. Now famous new atheist 2.0 has come. There was atheist 1.9 and then 19th century. Now atheist 2.0. Now I think there is atheist 2.2, 2022, and there's upgrade versions of atheism. People are very cool and like very people are okay to call themselves atheists. People are now writing in admissions, they ask which religion, they write I'm atheist. So this is another problem. You lose God consciousness, you lose spirituality. People don't do spirituality. People do all kind of meditation, new age things, but real terms, they get disconnected from God and divinity. So if you want to earn respect, what to do then? If you want to earn respect, the best thing is, the first thing is, you see there is a problem. If 1,000 donkeys give respect to one donkey, it doesn't mean anything. So if 1,000 people give respect to you who themselves have no standing, no knowledge, no character, what's the value? If you really want to earn respect through wise people. If wise people respect you, then you really earn respect. If so many people on the street respect you, what's the value? If Prime Minister respects you, then there is a value. Okay, this is an important person. Similarly, wise people respect you. If spiritual people respect you, then that's a real respect, because wise people do not respect those who don't have, who actually don't know how to respect themselves and who don't have real values in their life. So that's a good way to earn respect. That's the real way to earn respect in your own eyes and to earn respect from others. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi, what about him? He was respected by the entire world. Even now people respect him. Was he rich? Was he famous? Yes, he was famous in one sense, non-violent movement and all those. But he was not living to become famous. He didn't want respect by becoming famous. He was living according to his own principles. So if you want to really earn respect, that's one thing. On material level, if you want to earn respect, live by your principles in life. And if you really want to earn respect in the eyes of wise people, live by good principles, by ethical principles in your life, and everybody will respect you, regardless you are rich, regardless you are scholar, regardless you are famous. Everybody will respect you. This person is truthful. This person is caring. This person has good nature and good behavior, good qualities. This person is connected to God. And you will be respected not for just for 100 years, you will be respected for ages together. And that's the real respect. Hare Krishna.